ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। ॐ अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. The rishis were sent to Parvati ji. Parvati pahi jai tuma prema paricha lehu. Shivaji sent them, sent the Sapta Rishi to Parvati. Prema paricha lehu. Test if she loves only me and deeply. Girihi preri pathayehi bhavana दूरी करे हूँ संदेहु. Once that is confirmed, once the doubt is given up, go to her father and ask him to come and send her, take her back. The next one is very interesting. What these Saptarishis, they go and talk to Girija. We will see how beautiful it is. Rishina Gauri. This is 78th Chaupai. Alright. Rishina Gauri dekhi tah kaisi मूरति मंत तपस्या जैसी बोले मुनि सुनु शैल कुमारी करहु कवन कारण तपु भारी केहि अवराधहु का तुम चाहूं हम सन सत्य मरमुखि न कहूं कहत बचन मनु अति सकुचाई हसी हूँ सुनी हमारी जड़ताई मनु हट परान सुनई सिखावा चाहत बारी पर भीति उठावा नारद कहा सत्य सोई जाना बिनु पंखन हम चाहि उड़ाना देखहूँ मुनि अविवेकु हमारा चाहिए सदा शिव ही भरतारा सुनत बचन बिहसे ऋषय गिरि संभव तव देह नारद कर उपदेशु सुनी कहूँ बसेवु की सुगेह सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ऋषि न गौरी देखी तह कैसी. The Saptarishi went to Gauri. Gauri is one more name of Parvati, which means very fair complexion. Gauri dekhi taha kaisi. They went and saw her how she is doing her penance. Murati manta tapasya jaisi. The way she was doing tapas, it is as though penance itself took the form of Gauri. Meaning what? She was sitting in her tapas like an embodiment of tapascharya itself. That deep was her tapas. Then they slowly said, Bole Muni, Sunu Shaila Kumari. They said, O Shaila Kumari, please listen. Karahu kavana karana tripu bhari. Why are you practicing? Karahu kavana karana. Why are you practicing this rigorous penance, this such a deep penance? Kevi aradahu. Kevi avaradahu. Avaradahu means whom are you worshipping? Kehi. Katuma chahu. What do you want from this tapas? Whom are you worshipping and what do you want from him? Hamasana satya maramukina kahu. Please tell us the secret, the truth. Satya maramo, the true secret behind your penance, you please let us know. Kahata bachana muni ati sakuchai. Girija, Parvati, kahata bachana manu. Listening to those rishis, ati sakuchai, she became very shy. Why she felt shy? She says, Hasi haun suni hamari jadatai. This prasanga is very beautiful. It has got Shringara rasa, it has got Prema rasa. At the same time, it also depicts what is conviction. What is strong, firm, assertive conviction in Girija. Hasi hahu suni hamari jadatai. You will laugh listening to me. And that too what? Listening to my madness. We also tell people, you are mad. Meaning what? So deeply in love. Sakuchai. Hasi hahu, you will laugh. Manuhata parana sunai sikhava. Manu, my mind, hata. Parahata, meaning what? It is extremely rigid. It does not want to wave. It does not want to listen to any advice. Sunai sikava. It doesn't want to listen to any advice also. Why? It is adamant. Adamant on what? That particular purpose of my penance. Chahata bari para bhiti utava. Sometimes the adamancy is that we will aspire for something which is not possible at all, which is impossible to, as though impossible to achieve. Similarly, chahata bari par bhiti, meaning what? I sometimes like, let me build a wall on a running water. How is it possible? Narada kaha satya soi jana. I feel what Naradji advised me is true. And I stick to that thought. Naradji has told me, you do penance, you will get Shiva as your husband. That is what I want. I am firm. I have assertively put my foot down. Binu pankhana ham chaiye udana. The foolishness of the mind, sometimes I told you. What? To build a wall on a running water. There are ways, no doubt. But at that period of time, and I also feel like flying on the sky without wings. This is how very many times when the mind is not, there are two reasons. One is when mind is ignorant. Second one, when the mind is, so attached to something, it wants to do all such kind of things only. That is why she said, I feel shy to tell you. I long to fly. Binu pankhana. Pankhana here means wings. Binu pankhana hama chai udana, to raise in the air. Dekahu muni abhibeko hamara. Parvati ji tells Muni, look at my madness. O revered ones, dekahu abhibeko hamara. I know it is foolishness. Why does she say so? Because just as it is not possible for a wall to be built in a running water, or I can fly in the air without wings, as though so foolish is my demand. What is my demand? Chahiya sada sivahi bharatara. I am now demanding to be the wife of Shiva. I want Shiva as my husband. See, in the modern days also, now all of us, with so much of distraction, so much of this one, we all know, if any girl, God alone knows, probably somebody might be there. But to say, I want Shiva as my husband now, if somebody comes and tells me, won't we laugh at her? Won't we ridicule her? Or, give up on her? This is a foolish girl. Isn't it? Don't we do that? Similarly, even the rishis were finding it funny. Sunata bachana bihase rishaya. Sunata bachan, listening to Girija, bihase rishaya. Bihase means what? They laughed out of their heart. Girisambhavatava deha. He says, it is not a surprise. We are not surprised. Why? After all, who are you? You are the daughter of Himalaya, which is nothing but Jadavastu, rocks, stones. Therefore, such an unintelligent desire, it is not a surprise, we can understand. Narada kara upadesa suni. And the rishis laughed much more. Why? Because Naradji's upadesha has made her in this way. Kahau baseu kisugeha. Now listen. We will give you proof how foolish it is. And you are listening to Narada of all the people. Ayyo Bhagavani. Narada. Wherever he goes, he creates only disturbance and then runs away. What does he do? See. Dachasutana upadese nijai tina firi bhavanunatge khai चित्रकेतु करघरून गाला कनक कसिपु कर पुनि असहाला नारद सिख जे सुनहि नर नारी अवसि होहि तजि भवनु भिकारी मन कपटी तन सज्जन चीन्हा आप सरिस सबहि चहकीन्हा तेहि के बचन मानि विश्वासा तुम चाहु पति सहज उदासा निर्गुण नीलज कुबेश कपाली अकुल अगेह दिगंबर ब्याली कहूँ कवन सुख असबर पाए बल भूलि ठग के भौराए पंच कहीं शिव सती विबाही पुनि अवडेरी मराई निताही अब सुख सोवत सोचु नहीं भीख मागी भव खाही सहज एकाकिन के भवन कबहु किनारी कठाही सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय। दच्छ सुतन उपदेश निजाई। You know what? Naradji, some of his feats they recall. They are giving a proof. See what all Narada did. We will tell you, we will give you the account, charitra of what all Narada has done. Then you take a decision. What did they do? We will tell you only few, that is sufficient. We don't have to tell you everything because there are so many things he has done. But we will tell you a few. Daksha Sutana. Daksha Sutana, Daksha, Sati's father. What did he do? Daksha Sutana Upadesani Jai. He went and advised all the sons of Daksha. I believe he also had 100 sons or something like that. Those days, all those were possible. That's just, he went and spoke to Daksha's sons. He almost like kind of warned him. Tinafiri bhavanuna dekhai. One fearing, all of them ran away and they never came back to the house. Sons of Daksha. And what did they do? They all became sannyasis. Then, second, Chitraketu Karagharu Unaghala. Chitraketu was another very powerful king, Chitraketu. And he ruined Chitraketu's home also. How? Chitraketu had many wives, it is said. See, those days and all, these kind of having many wives are all were part of the way of life. That is how it was. They would go to one war, win the war, and then bring that daughter of that, the one who lost the war, and then come and get married. Go another war, come and get married. And somebody else will come and say, please take my daughter, they'll get married. So these are those days. That cannot be referred to for now. Right? Now we have certain rules and regulations. But those days it was very common. Chitraketukara Gharu, he had many wives, but what did he do? He made him a sannyasi. Kanaka Kasipu Karipuniya Sahala. He did not even spare Kanaka Kasipu. Kanaka means gold. So, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya also means gold. So, Kanakakasipu means Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, father of Prahlada. What did he do? To him also he went, he advised Prahlada. Prahlada became Narayana Bhakta. So, Narada Sikhaje Sunahi Naranari. All men and women, Nara, Nari. Whoever goes under the influence of Narada, all of them become what? Narayana Bhaktas only, and most of them take sannyasa also. Avasihoitaji bhavanu bhikari. They are sure to leave their homes and become mendicants, become sannyasis, become, devotees of the Lord, but at the same time, leave homes and run away, become mendicants. Manakapati tana sajjana chinha. These people are, remember, they are trying to influence Parvati and check whether her love for Shiva is true. So for that sake they are putting some wrong thoughts also, we may say. That is what happens in the world also. Is it anything new? Manakapati, they say his heart is very guilt, it's full of guilt, it's full of wrong notions, wrong ideas, but then he poses himself. Tana sajjana chinha. He poses himself like a sajjana, like a grand person, and then he comes like a rishi, he comes and then he speaks and then mesmerizes people, take them to become mendicants. Apusari sasabahi chinikinha. He makes everyone like himself. Meaning what? He makes everyone sannyasis and not allow them to get married. It is an indirect praise for Narada. It is said, wherever Narada goes and creates a confusion, there actually what transpires from that, what turns out is always excellent only. What is that excellence? He makes everybody Bhagavan's Bhakta. You have to take it in the right sense. When he says he is making everybody mendicants, meaning what? He makes all of them Bhagavan's Bhakta. Therefore, it is in a manner of saying praise, but the tone of saying makes all the difference. Isn't it? As though he is a useless person, as though he is a, troublemaker, troubleshooter, etc., etc. But then actually all these are praises of Narada only. Tehike bachanam mani biswasa. Listening to the words of such a person, you have trust in your heart. Tuma chao pati sahaja udasa. You are seeking a person as a husband. What kind of a person are you seeking? Sahaja udasa. He is such an indifferent person, lazy person. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't have any value for anything. Sahaja udasa. Nirguna. This we all saw earlier also, remember. Don't forget that. Nirguna. He is devoid of values. Meaning he is beyond gunas. We have seen that. Nirguna. But here the tone is different. I give this example. Let us say one sentence the tones can vary and make a totally different, give a totally different picture. Hamsananda was a good boy. Simple sentence. Hamsananda was a good boy. Meaning what? Now he is bad. Hamsananda was a good boy. I'm not a boy now though. Meaning what? Again, he is a Hamsananda was means the time factor is the focus. Then Hamsananda was a good boy. Now the quality of Hamsananda is indicated, isn't it? So Hamsananda, then the focus is on Hamsananda. Good boy, meaning what? Then Hamsananda was a good boy. Now he has become a bad boy. See, the tone varies. Focus changes. Similarly, they as though in a different tone, they talk about Narada. Nirguna, and now Shiva. Nirguna. He has no values at all. Remember, they are talking about Shiva. Nilaja. Shameful person. Kubesha, he almost naked only, tying some skin and then applying bhasma, chita bhasma everywhere. Kapali with lot of skulls as the garland. Will anyone wear skulls as the garland? What a person are you looking at, Parvati? Akuva ageha digambara byali. Akuva meaning what? He has no kula. Meaning what? Parentless. Again, there is no home for him. So he is parentless, he has no kula at all. No kula, no parentless, no home also. Aniketaha. Digambaraha. Just now we saw very inauspicious look as though Byali with all snakes all around, even Kundala one snake. In the hand one snake. In the neck one snake, probably he might be carrying also maybe, in the legs like a kankana there some snakes, everywhere is a byali. Kaha kavana sukha asabarupaye. Which woman will get any kind of happiness like this when the husband is like that? Bhalabhu lihu thag ke baurai. You know, this Narada who has given you this one, all this advice to go and love Shiva, he himself is a fraudster. And this person Shiva is like this. Panchakahe Shiva sati bibahi. Why are you bent upon getting vivaha, getting married to such a person? Punyavaderi marayani tahi. In fact, Shiva married Sati and he gave up. He allowed her to die. Isn't it? We saw the story. So he got married and then he allowed her to die. Therefore, Parvati, ab sukha sevat sochu nahi. Now, you don't worry about anything. Sochu nahi. Bhik maagi bhav khahi. If you get married to Shiva, you will also have to go and take bhiksha, bhik magi. You have to beg. And then you can't even sleep properly. Why? Even though he goes and takes bhiksha and then eats and then he has a bhavaka, he sleeps, sound sleep, he has no problem. But can you also go like that? Sahaja ekakinake bhavana. In a house, which is, what house? No house at all. He lives in the forest, mountains. And he always stays alone. Ekakina. Always stays alone. Kaboh ki nari kathai. Which nari, which woman will want to stay like that? Ask the latest people. Latest model. Oh, they have 123 demands. 123, I am being very modest. There are 1234 demands these days. Which girl? Kabahu ki nari katai. And then they continue. Ajahu manahu kaha hamara, हम तुम कहूँ बरुनी कबिचारा, अति सुंदर सुचि सुखद सुशीला, गावहि वेद जासु जल लीला, दूषण रहित सकल गुण राशि, श्रीपति पुर बैकुंठ निवासी, असबरु तुम्हि मिलाउ बआनी, सुनत बिहस कह बचन भवानी, सत्य कहेऊ गिरि भवतनु एहा, हटन छूट छूटै बरु देहा, कनकऊ पुनि पशान ते होई, जारेहु सहजुन परिहर सोई, नारद बचन न मैं परिहरऊ, बसऊ भवनु जरऊ नहीं डरऊ, गुर के बचन प्रतीति न जेहि, सपने हूँ सुगमन सुकद सुधि तेहि, महादेव अवगुण भवन, विष्णु सकल गुण धाम, जेहि कर मनुरम जाहि सन, तेहि सन काम, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओ उमापति महादेव की जय। अजहु मानहु कहा हमारा। Now, having said that, now listen to our thoughts. Even now it is not too late. हम तुम कहूँ बरु नीक बिचारा. We will find excellent match for you. Don't worry, forget Shiva. Oh God, Bhagavan, and how can any women stay with him like that? हम तुम कहूँ बरु नीक बिचारा, अति सुंदर, very, 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 very handsome and beautiful, Shuchi, pure, Sukhada, very friendly, very joyful, very delightful, Sushila, very noble person we will find. Gavahi Veda Jasu Jasalila, even Vedas sing about him. Veda Jasu Jasalila Gavahi, they talk about his glories, his leela, his sport. They talk about him. Dushana Rahita Sakala Guna Rasi, he is without any blemish, any flaws. Dushana Rahita Sakala Guna Rasi, he is full of virtues. Shripati Pura Vaikunta Nivasi, he is the consort of Shri Lakshmi and Vaikunta Nivasi. Who is that? Vishnu. Asabaru tumahi milavavani. We will take care. Such a wonderful person we will unite you with. Sunata bahasikaha bhachana bhavani. Hearing this, Bhavani started laughing to the core. Loudly, probably. You know, in the management science, there is this, what is called? Disarmy tact. There is one disarmy tact. Meaning what? You don't straight away, no, what a fool you are, I cannot, like that she never says. Disarmy tact is endorse their particular way of statements, but stick to my own thought. Very beautiful, this one. Now see how Bhavani beautifully responds to it. Satya kahehu. O revered sages, what you said is correct. Satya kahehu. Giri bhava tanu eha. This body, tanu, giri bhava. This body is born out of giri, isn't it? Therefore, it has no such intelligence. What you say is correct. And the next line is very, very strong. Hatana chutha chutha baru deha. It is not so easy that I give up my, my convictions. Not easily I can give my conviction. Why? I am anyway born to stones. Like a stone, I don't change my mind very often. And then, Kanakam puni pashana te hoi. It is in that stone. Look at the way she presents her idea. Kanakam. Kanaka, gold. Gold is also found in those stones as the ores and things like that. Gold also is found. Gold also is like one metal found in the stones. Jarehu sahajuna parihara soi. Even when that is being burnt in fire, the gold, even though it is a matter found among the stones, even if it is put on fire, it never loses its character. Look at the explanation. Look at the clarity in her thinking. Even when the gold is burnt, it never loses its character. And what to talk of me? Narada bachanana me pariharavu. I will not give up the advice given by Narada. Naradaji is a Deva Rishi. I revere him and respect him a lot. She might have told, even all those examples you gave, like Prahlada, etc., look at his state. He became the greatest devotee of the Lord. Is it not? Through Narada's advice. And he reached his abode. Similarly, Narada bachana me pariharav. I will not give up Narada's advice. Basav bhavanu ujarav nahi darev. I will be with him wholeheartedly. Even if I am deserted, even if I am killed, whatever anybody can do, I don't fear. Nahi darevu. Because my conviction is very clear. My thoughts are very clear. My heart is only for Shiva. Gurake bachana pratiti na jai. Now see, if those who have no faith in the Guru, look at that statement. Gurake bachana pratiti na jehi. the one who has no faith in Guru's words, sapne ho sugamana sukha sudite. They can't even find happiness even in their dream. If they don't have faith in their Guru, even in dream you cannot be successful, even in dream you cannot be happy. Mahadeva avaguna bhavana. Those avagunas with whom what you talk about, Mahadeva, imperfections, flaws, etc., or Vishnu Sakala Guna Dhama. You may say Vishnu has got Sakala Guna and he has got beautiful Dhama, Vaikuntha, etc., etc. I have no arguments. How beautiful. I don't argue with you. You are correct. Shiva is living like this, Vishnu is living like that. I have no arguments. Jehikara manurama jahimana. However, in spite of it, Jehi Manu Jahi Sana Manarama. The one whose mind is, completely reveling in that particular person, Tehi Sanakama. One becomes happy only with that person. I have given my heart to him. I have surrendered myself to him. I have sublimated myself to him, to Shiva. Therefore, he alone can give me that happiness. Any amount of all other facilities will not give me happiness. Any amount of handsome, beautiful, powerful people you show me, they cannot give me happiness. Why? I have taken Shiva in my heart, and Shiva alone has a place in my heart. Nobody else. Now see what happens. जौ तुम मिलते हूँ प्रथम मुनीसा, सुनती हूँ सिख तुम्हारी धरी सीसा। अब मैं जन्म संभुहित हारा, को गुण दूषण करे बिचारा। जो तुम्हारे हट हृदय विशेषी, रही न जाई बिनु ही किए बरेशी। तो कौतुकियन आल सुनाही, बर कन्या अनेक जग माही। जन्म कोटि लगी रगर हमारी, बरऊ संबुनत रहूं कुआरी। तजउन नारद कर उपदेशु, आपु कहि सत बार महेशु। मैं पापरऊ कहि जगदम्बा, तुम गृह गावनऊ बयऊ बिलंबा। देखी प्रेम बोले मुनि ज्ञानी, जय जय जगदम्बिके भवानी। तुम माया भगवान शिव, सकल जगत पितु मातु। नाई चरण सिर मुनि चले, पुनि पुनि हर्षत गातु। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओ सेजस मुनीसा, जो तुम मिलते हूं प्रथमा, यू आर लेट. Why you are late? In case you had met me earlier than when Narada had come, prior to Narada's coming and advising me to get married to Shiva, please note, her Jataka also had said that, remember that. Even though, in case you admit me earlier, Sunati usika tumarik dhari sisa. I might have listened to you. Why? At that time I had nothing in my mind. My slate was clean. You could have written whatever you want. Whomever you had said I would might have got married. But Abu me janmu sambuhitahara. Now I have pledged my life, I have pledged my heart, I have pledged my soul for Shiva. This heart is not like a dress. You can remove, throw it and wear a new dress. My heart is filled with Shambhu. I have pledged myself to him. Sharika, Mansika, Bhautika, I have completely surrendered to him. Koguna dushana kare bichara. Who can, judge his merits and demerits? I am not interested. I love Shiva, period. Who is not, who is devoid of avaguna? Everybody have got avaguna, everybody have got gunas also. Even the worst person has got some good gunas. Even a very good person have got some bad gunas. It is part of life. Jau tumari hata hridaya biseshi. In case you are hata, you are very strong and you want to change people's heart, you want to convert people and do all this, you may start one marriage bureau or something and do it for the rest of the people in the world. Don't come anywhere near me. Rahina jai binukiye bareshi. You can not help negotiating. Such people, they go on. You have a lot of people in the world will go on and negotiating. You can get married to that person. Do some marriage bureau and, you do there in the world. No match fixing here. Don't come and disturb me. Tau kautu kiyana alasu nahi. Now please, the one who takes delight. To kautuki, one who takes delight. Kautuki means delight in playing such games. Bharkanya aneka jagamahi. For such people, there are hundreds and thousands of kanyas available. People who want to go and poke their nose everywhere, go and try to make all those adjustments. Aneka jagamahi. Janma koti lagi ragara hamari. Now look at the firm statement. Even if I continue to be a Kumari for Koti, Janma Koti, meaning what? At 10 million years, 1 crore years. Even if I have to stay as a Kumari, Bharavu Sambhunata Rahamu Kuari. If it is not for Shiva, I will be Kumari forever. I will not change my mind. Shiva alone is my husband. Tajavuna Narada Kara Upadesho. I will not give up Narada's Upadesha. Look at the assertive, that firm conviction. We all can't even imagine what it is. That conviction. Apukahi sata bara mahesu. Why you? Why all of you? Let the whole world talk. Nay, even Shambhu, Maheshu, even if Shivaji himself comes and tells me 100 times, don't think of me, think of somebody. Main paparavu kahu Jagadamba. I will not change this one. So immediately he says, I fall at your feet. She says, I will fall at your feet. Don't come to disturb me. Then the Munis, they also fall at the feet of Parvati. Tumagriha gavanau bhayav bilamba. Now please return home without any delay. They now give the message of Shiva. Please go. Dekhi premu bole munigyani. Munigyani bole Jaya Jaya Jagadambike Bhavani. They glorified Jagadamba for her conviction. Now you go home. Glory be to you, O Bhavani, O Mother of Universe. Tuma Maya Bhagavan Siva. You are that Maya, and Purusha Bhagavan is Shiva. Sakala Jagatu Pitumatu. You are the father and mother of the entire universe. Bhagavan Shivji is the father, you are the mother. Nai charan siramuni chale. Prostrating at the feet of Parvati, all the munis departed. Puni puni harashata gatu. Again and again they sang the glory of both Shiva and Parvati. They glorified both of them, singing their glory. They all left. Where did they go? We will see tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om